Hello. What's going on?
How are you?
I'm alright. I've been incredibly busy, and barely any free time. I I'm tired. I'm so
Truck?
tired. Like, I've been tired before, right?
Yeah.
I'm very tired now.
On the plus side, I came up with the Cortex copy spell. It's way up in Discord. It's level 5 divination, casting time 1 hour, duration 1 year. Components: a living sentient person and 10 feet of mithril wire as thin as hair. Create a copy of all of someone's memories. This copy appears as a horrible blob of brain and mucus as a mind flayer coughed up some phlegm. Within the blob of mithril is covered in microscopic red light as they go through the blob. The blob can sustain itself for 1 year before it starts to degrade. A person can resist their memories being copied or attempt to give the wrong and must beat the caster's spell DC with a wisdom save. The person who is copied does not lose any memories, though of course they can be affected by other memory changes before or after. If this blob is consumed, the person who consumed it will acquire all the copied person's memories as if the copied memories happened to them, in addition to their own, often inducing insanity and extreme dysphoria. However, if a creature merely licks or spends a great deal of time with the blob, they can gain the knowledge of the copied person as though it was a dream or hearing the copied person recount a story. The quality of the memories depends on the copied person. They may remember incorrectly or just be forgetful. They remember events and thoughts as they do in the moment copied, so they have likely forgotten a great deal of their childhoods and would not remember the wording of every book they've ever read. This blob is not sentient or conscious. It is similar to a thumb drive or a book. This blob cannot grant sentience or change the consumer's stats of any kind, though arguments could be made for history checks. If it were, for example, to be planted into an automaton, that automaton would gain all of the data within the blob, but they would not become a person with a soul. For example, if the blob was given to a child, the child would then have memories of the person copied and would then think they are that person. You could make a toddler believe they were in fact a 45-year-old man, and they would gain the knowledge of that man, but would not gain his IQ or critical thinking skills. They would have the memories of being smart or dumb, but would still depend on their own hardware. You could grant someone the knowledge of a black belt martial artist by making them consume or lick the blob, but they would still require years of training to be able to make their memories match their physical capabilities. You could copy someone who has memorized 500 digits of pi, but the consumer may still not be able to do math.
So it would transfer basically like strictly the knowledge, but not connections that knowledge brings with it.
Yeah. Like you could,
Did he say you just woke up? I said I woke up. I can't complain. Yeah. You gotta drive tonight? Oh no, I'm parking. Just now parking.
Hi, just now parking, I'm Dad.
Good for you.
Hey, it didn't put you over my headset.
Who, me?
Yeah, hello?
Hey.
Okay, yeah, give me a minute. I'm waiting on my food real quick, and I'll be back at the truck.
Okay. Yeah, you could copy, like, Albert Einstein or something, and so they would know, like, all of his memories of going to... But they wouldn't be as smart as him. They would be, like, leagues and bounds ahead, having memorized all the math equations in it, but they could forget them after. Do you have any edits or any...
I think I'm gonna have to read it before I'm able to say anything. Just it was a lot.
Yeah, it's a long...
I'd rather have too much to work with than too little.
Right. Yeah, I tried to think of everything. I'm sure you guys will find a hole in there or something I forgot.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair though, we have 3 brains versus your 1.
Yeah. And you and Matt and Darian are smarter than me.
I'm always a fan of saying that intelligence is a very subjective thing.
Yeah.
And there's different types. I certainly couldn't create an entire world for and remember all of the details of that world.
It's my only benefit is that I've had a lot of time to create this world, and I take good notes. That's all I can say for myself.
I mean, no, I was just gonna say, like, yeah, I mean, I've got a lot of time too. That doesn't mean that, I'm suddenly gonna be able to create a D&D world and remember all of that.
No. It's the way I do it is I make people, and then I decide where those people live. Like, it started out with just, I wanted to play D&D really badly, but I had no one to play it with. And so I played by myself. I just made, like, 8 characters and wrote down what happened to them. I, like, didn't even realize that there was a pre-made D&D world at first. So I made my own. It started with King James and August in... Because I was just really drunk, and so I made the Thunderscrum map, and then I made everything else. It took me like 13 hours of just a lot of time with a pencil. So one of the few skills the army gave me was knowing how topographic maps work. Have I ever used that? No. Not in real life, however.
Yeah, I mean, who needs a topographic map, though, you know?
It's good when you're building a place, because, like, that helps with world building, too, is if you have a map, then you just start putting shit in it. Because a lot of, like, politics is sorted around what land is good or shitty. So, it's like, what kind of problems do you have based on where you live? What's been making you so tired?
Just work and stuff. It's just, there's shit to do all the time.
Yeah. Things do be happening so much.
Yeah. And, like, I don't know. Like, I like having work. I like having free time, too.
Yeah. Yeah, it's whenever we... Like, because my schedule... Whenever I get to the end of, like, the long week before the, like, 4-day break, I'm, like, dead. Because the only thing I've done for the last 8 days or so is just go to work, go to sleep, go to work, sleep, because it's 11-hour shifts. So the 4 days are incredible. But then I'm back to go to work, go to sleep, go to... And luckily work's really slow right now. So it's... I do have free time at work, and I mostly work on D&D stuff. But, yeah, it's exhausting to... Because I don't even, like, cook on my long weeks. I just make, like, a shit ton of whatever during the beginning of the week.
Meal
and then
prep.
Eat that the entire week. Yeah. And then I usually take naps for lunch. Not just because I'm tired, but just I want the time to go by faster.
Yeah.
And so I literally have a cot that just lives in my van. And if the weather's too hot, I bring it into the... And then if it's nice, I go sleep in my van. Which was when it was raining last night. And like the rain on top of my van roof, on my cot. And I'm like, they can't make me do anything for a whole hour. It was incredible.
Dude, yeah, no. Having the rain there is so awesome.
And it's like, usually whenever it rains, we have a spike in people. Because it's like, you know, cinematic to die in the rain. And then the weather bums people out. But then if it storms bad, they get all nervous and remember that they want to live. It's weird how the weather... Because then if the weather's bad too, the nurses can't get out there to like certify their deaths for as soon as it stops. Like we wait like 30 minutes and then there's like 4 calls at once. But luckily that didn't happen. I think it's been like 7 nights total where we haven't had a single call. Sitting there staring at each other for 11 fucking hours. Which I prefer to like packing boxes in an Amazon warehouse. But it's exhausting in its own way to have absolutely nothing.
I am.
Buggers.
How's your day
What?
been?
It's been alright. Wasn't what I wanted it to be, but still not bad. I was trying to I had to drive to Topeka, Kansas to pick up a backhaul and get there to the trailer, and the trailer has a completely flat tire.
Yikes.
And I'm just, I'm like, yeah, well, that's great. I was trying to, I didn't get lunch because I was like, yeah, I'll get it after I pick up the trailer. Yeah, that was a bad idea. Because, this is me getting lunch. I was sitting there waiting all that time to get food.
That sucks.
Yeah. But got it fixed. Now I came back to Taco John's because I saw it on the way up. I was like, ooh, Taco John's. I ain't had Taco John's since I left Fort Hood, so.
What the hell is
I
Taco
didn't even know what
John's?
Taco John's is.
Well, it's a taco place that's.
Some Yankee shit that serves Texas Pete?
Nope, they don't serve Texas Pete. But, no, it's. Well, the first time I ever heard of it was in Colorado.
Hmm. So it is some Yankee shit. I'm kidding.
I never said it wasn't.
Well, it is currently noon on the ship, day 4 of 1379. You left time to day 29 of 1379. So there are 25 days until time is normal. Last time you guys kept going on the ship. You fought some Creekhays and slavers and absolutely, utterly annihilated all 60 of them, rescuing 10 guys in the process. The ship and crew are still at 100% capacity. So you have a base speed today of 100 miles, and who wants to roll?
Me.
A d20.
12.
A 12. Okay, the weather is pretty good today. Everyone's in good spirits because they rescued some guys, and so those guys are a little beat up still, but they're helping around the ship, so you go 120. What do you guys do all day on the ship?
Well, I am sharpening the blades.
I'm gonna continue my weapon manufacture.
Nice. So you've got a total of 450 miles. You're a little more than halfway there. Caroline, are you just sharpening every single blade on board, or what? Or just yours?
Just mine.
Okay.
Yeah, where's my guy, what's his name? Oliver.
Oh yeah, Oliver Fitzpatrick. The very loud man who wants to fight everyone. He is totally down to spar you today. Absolutely every day, in fact. Any day that you're willing. And you may absolutely kick the shit out of him every single time, but he's never gonna give up. As a worshipper of Tempos, the god of war, he is very happy to find someone with skill because the rest of the crew are tired of his antics, of him constantly challenging him to do stuff. And then, Bastion, what kind of weapons are you working on?
Has the crew made any custom requests?
There's one guy who's gonna request a shotgun.
Yeah, I'll make a shotgun for him. Yeah, I think, what was the rate I was charging you? Like a fourth of the price or something? Or no, I'm selling it for normal price, but I was gonna, oh, that's right. I was selling it to them after the ship.
Yeah, so they're gonna pay you after, but you can go ahead and write it down now, because I'm gonna forget to give it to you after.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be like the same price as a heavy crossbow. Let me look.
Or no, they were gonna knock it off of the... For every gun that I made the crew, they were gonna knock it off the total pay that we were owing them.
Yeah, that too.
But if they were custom, they'd pay me. So yeah,
Right.
the shotgun's gonna be a custom paid, but then if I don't have any of that, then...
Okay.
we're just gonna make the pistols.
Yeah, this guy would pay you 50 gold. He has like 10 now, but he'd give you the rest at the end of the trip. Important investment to him. I'd say it's probably... his name is Josh May. He's like, bro, can you like make me one of those, like, it just fucking obliterates people, but like, I know it's not gonna go very far, but like close up, just like bang, you know?
I think your range would be entirely dependent on what ammo you loaded.
Oh, there's a difference? Hell yeah, man.
Yes, there's one that's good for close range, and one that is more of a single bolt fired far across, like a crossbow. Only it's fired out of a gun, so it's much...
Nice. I had a friend who, like, would tape fucking arrows together and then shoot it, and they'd, like, break apart in air and just, like, get people, you know? Or not people. He mostly hunted bears. But, like, you know. This guy's a halfling, by the way, even with this voice. It's like, listen, I know my stature gets me into places, so, like, super into it. But yeah, you can go ahead and write down that money if you wanted to, and then the, like, standard issue type stuff that Captain Baja is going to reimburse Jade and Folium for. I don't think I'll make you roll tinkering checks, because, like, provided you have time on the boat, You could make all 30 of these guys guns, no problem. I don't know how much it would take out of your metal stash, but like, assuming every rifle's like 10 pounds and every pistol's like...
Honestly, I'm just gonna make whatever the most cost-effective version. So like revolvers. I'll
Yeah.
just make some basic-ass revolvers.
Okay.
So I think I'd be able to save the most amount of metal, but those are still effective.
Yeah. Okay. Does somebody want to roll me another d20 to see what happens today?
No, I'm good. We can just go to the next day. We gotta worry about anything.
Yeah, totally, yeah.
Yeah, no worries.
Yeah, I'm good.
Do you want me to roll it instead?
I'll roll it.
We'll roll it.
Okay.
What's the roll?
A d20.
8.
I rolled a 15.
I want to go with Darian's roll.
Okay. Well, you guys got your wish in that case. Nothing fucking happens. The day's great.
Let's fucking go.
Fuck all happens. It's just smooth sailing. Guys clean the boat. Guys, like,
Yes.
pretty chill day. Just keep on zigzagging across. The hurricanes to your north, so you're catching a good, like, south wind that you... Now for day 5, does somebody want to... Or day 5 of the trip, and then...
I take those.
Or I guess it's
Natural
also day 5. A natural 1?
Yeah.
Really?
Yes. That is
Okay.
I'm in the crow's nest.
Okay, yeah, for your ship and everything is still at full health this day, but you get caught in some of the hurricane winds, so that's gonna be like you lose a lot of track. I mean, by a lot I mean 45. So you're gonna go, yeah, it's gonna be 55 miles today. Not great, and the ship is gonna take some damage. Or actually, it's being that there's a fucking hurricane, and Captain Baja has accidentally gotten too close to it, or it moved and he didn't realize it, because the ocean's a big place. What would you guys do to try and help? What advice would you have for the crew as the ship is literally rocking on like 40, 50-foot waves? It's that scene out of fucking Pirates of the Caribbean. It's not good.
I don't think Bastion's ever been on a boat, nor does he talk to anyone who's ever been on a boat, so I don't think Bastion does anything other than hold on to something.
Okay.
I think Carolina's in the crow's nest surfing.
Sure. Yeah, it's really terrifying as every time you get to the low spot in the wave, you're like, man, those waves sure are reaching high up here, about halfway up the mast. But you, another one of you, roll me another d20.
Alright, I got it.
Oh.
Did you roll it already?
I did, yeah, I got 16.
Okay, you can roll 2, Caroline.
I'll go with Bastion's roll. I got a 5.
Okay.
We've already done the 5.
So in this maelstrom, there is one guy who falls overboard, and there's no fucking way to catch this guy.
Sure there is.
Do you want to try?
Yes, I can fly.
Oh. Make a Arcana or Athletics check to see if you can control yourself in the wind.
Oh, I'll sure make a fucking Arcana check. Are you shitting me?
Yeah.
You want to hustle with my Arcana? That's a D20 plus 9 for... I'm going to add 5 to that because I can. 21.
Okay. You are able to go around the gusts of wind and surf, and you're able to pluck this guy back out of the water. He is your new biggest fan, clutching onto you as he pants and is covered in salt water. And the rest of the crew gives you a pat on the back. This guy gets the rest of the day off as a wave swept him off the board. But everyone else is doing their best to hang on. The ship takes 50 damage, but they're going to be able to repair this in the next day or so.
I'd like to assist with that, considering I don't sleep.
Yeah. If you can roll a tinkering check, pretty sure is intelligence plus proficiency.
27.
27, okay.
Yeah, actually, that should be 31, because I have expertise in tools.
Jesus. Okay, so the stuff you're able to repair is a tinkering check plus 10. So that's you with the help of the crew, like passing you nails or something. You are able to over them, and they are again very thankful. So the ship is back to 700 HP. Bastion has saved the day. Roll me.
So hard being a hero.
Roll me another d20. You.
Right. So you, Darian.
Alright. 6.
You guys get to a break in the storm. Caroline, roll me a as you are in the crow's nest.
Plus 9. I'm like plus 9. I'm rolling on damn D&D and Beyond.
Okay.
24.
Yeah, you spot them and are able to even see their flag. It is a San Corellian Navy ship who is also edging storm. Or actually, it's 3 of them. They're all sailing in a triangle formation. Not like waiting for you guys or anything, but they are also around the edge of the storm. Have probably been in battling it alongside you guys, but you just couldn't see them.
Okay, well, I project into my echo and go have it go down and talk to Captain Bell. Yeah, I don't know if you see these or not, but there are 3 San Corellian ships, Captain Bell.
Yeah, he stands on the poop deck and gets out his spyglass, and he's like, "Yeah, we'll wait and see what they want, if anything."
You sure you want to do that? Because last time, if we would have waited, we'd have had some people jumping ship because of some fake hookers.
I mean, there's not much else to do, other than if we act confident, they'll leave us alone. Think they can extort us, they will.
And how far are they from us?
They are a mile.
Well, if they get any closer, I'm gonna try to do the same thing I did the last time. And with it being San Corellian ships, I'm gonna say to them, if you see anybody that looks like me but it's not dressed like me, it's not me.
You get a few raised eyebrows.
I have 3 twins.
You get some apprehensive nods, but no one's gonna question you on it.
I have the monkey.
What? What?
I have the flying monkey
What about that?
to differentiate from the other 3. that
Oh,
look like
okay.
me.
I thought you were about to use it for something. Eventually, the San Corellian boat keeps sailing about a mile away from you, but you can see they do eventually signal that they want a quote-unquote toll for going through their waters, because you are kind of getting into where it's outside of, you're in contested waters, basically, and they want a toll for 10 gold for every person. Let me do that math real quick, because you picked up 10 guys. 40 plus...
That's a lot of money. Can't we just kill these guys?
There are 3 ships.
I have more than enough. I'm carrying.
Yeah, so they want 10 gold for every person on board. There are 46 people on board, so that's going to be 460 gold, to the equivalent of $32,000. And
Yeah,
Captain
that's like
Baja...
a quarter in 1920 money.
Huh?
I said, damn, that's like a quarter in 1920 money.
Yeah, it's Captain Baja says that he does have this money. He, gets money for paying these kinds of extortions, and he wants to do that, just to be clear, because it's the easiest thing.
What's happening?
It's the San Corel boats are staying, far away from you, but they have used signal flags to indicate that they want a toll of 10 gold for every person on board. There's currently 46 of you, so that's 460 gold, the equivalent of $32,000. And Captain Bell is willing to pay this money, but that you could try to argue with him on it, but you would have 3-on-1 ship combat.
I can sink their ships.
Yeah, I could take these ships. Not in a fight.
I don't like San Corel anyway. I could very well just go sink their ships.
He's like, how do you plan to...
Oh, easy. I go down to the bottom of it, punch some holes in it.
He's like, I'd really rather not get sunk by them.
Well, they're still like a mile away, aren't they?
Yes.
I can swim over there, put my cap of water breathing on, and
It could also drop you onto them.
well, I don't want to be seen.
I can turn us invisible. Although then I couldn't fly.
Yeah, but if I get over there unseen, I can punch some holes in all three of their ships, and we could just outrun them at that point.
He grimaces. Maybe. That's... How big of holes can you...
How big do you want?
I'm gonna pull out my fucking, what is it, the shape charges?
I still have some of those too. Or the grenades, anyway.
Well, I mean... It's on the one hand, they're hopelessly brainwashed, and it's not their fault. But on the other hand, they are from San Corel. So, if you think you can sink them before they can turn on us... I mean, we are going to be killing... What's that? If they have 50 people on board, we're going to be killing 150 men.
Okay. I mean, I can get inside. I can get inside and turn myself into one of them and like just start shooting their other vessels with their own cannons.
So grimaces. He's like, do I want to pay them? No. But if you think you can sink them, you are the combat expert, support this vessel.
Sabotage is fun.
He shrugs.
I'm also fine if we just pass them by after paying them. It is your money.
And while not limitless, we are about halfway there, and this is the first time we've been stopped, so...
I think
see,
that
what
if
is-
it
what are
happens
the
again, we can just kill them.
What are the consequences if we do kill them when we go by?
It's... If any of them survive, then they'll report that it was our ship and will be hunted by the Sonkrelian Navy, which is not something you want. And also, a lot of their ships are magically surveyed, so somebody might see us that's not on the ship, even if we do kill all of them. Also, I'm not gonna say they're innocent people, but I do pity them. Because do they want to kill us? No. But they're taking orders from people who... Don't call me a sympathizer, but I know there are people on that boat who are just following orders.
Yes, there are. I guess you're right. But, Bastion, you can fly underwater, right?
Yes.
And then I can put my cap of water breathing on, and
I think this time we let them go. If they stop us again, then we kill them all. First strike and all that.
I'd say we are going to have to send at least 2 very brave souls in a dinghy with that money. Or we can pass them and drop it in a barrel. If you volunteer, I'm happy to let you be those 2 guys in the vessel, in which we'll circle around back and get you, or we can drop it and, make sure that barrel does not have any leaks.
I volunteer as tribute.
So that's
Either way.
Another way you can test their snuff is if they try and kidnap the 2 guys you send.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'd
You
like to
volunteer
see
for
them try
that.
to kidnap us.
Or we can just drop it behind us, which is also pretty standard.
Whatever makes you feel warm and fuzzy, Chief, I'm down for whatever.
Any arguments from you, Bastion? Okay. He orders some men to find the sturdiest barrel they have with no leaks, and he goes into, the chest in his office and unlocks it and brings out the money, and all the men are relieved because they don't want to fuck with. While they're not cowards, but they also don't want to fuck with a fight on 3-on-1. Even with you guys' capabilities, they're like, we're going to probably lose at least one guy. And since we have the ransom, we might as well use the ransom. And so they drop it in a barrel and signal that's what they're going to do. And the San Corelian trio, kind of slows their boats as you guys go ahead. Captain Baja drops the barrel, and they kind of, lag and wait You guys can see through spyglasses that the Sonkrelian boats, like, fish this barrel out, and they wave signal flags of, like, received, and then they keep sailing away from you. Further along the Sonkrelian coast as you guys keep heading northeastish in Beam waters.
Wish I could teleport and actually take stuff that's not in my pockets with me.
Yeah.
Who gets that spell?
That day. What?
So who gets that spell?
I think it's Dimension Door. That's what wanting.
Yeah.
And with Dimension Door, you can take another person with you.
Yeah, that's the thing right there. If I can get somebody to travel with me, the possibilities of being a thief. I mean,
Yeah. Hey, listen, Dimension Door's good for kidnapping. Pop in, grab someone, pop out.
that's just a person thief.
Well, yeah.
All thief categories are counted in this subject. I want to learn how to cast friends.
Yeah?
Yeah. Carolina needs some friends.
You have at least 2.
Yeah, but I actually
You have
like
a lot
them.
of friends.
Yeah, but I actually like
be
those
friends
friends.
with people you don't like. No.
Yeah. You know when you cast the spell friends, it lasts for like a minute. And then they know that you cast a spell on it, and they turn hostile towards you.
Yeah, I would.
Mm-hmm. But I would disguise myself as somebody else and cast friends on them. Starting a war between other people.
Yeah. Yeah, you could be, like an assassin really easy.
Yeah. Is that one of Vivian's things?
What do you mean? The friends
Is that one of
spell?
Vivian? Yeah.
Maybe if you asked her really nicely and then went on a, I don't know, side quest or something. What class gets friends?
Bards, warlocks, wizards, sorcerers,
Yeah,
clerics, I think. No, they don't.
Warlocks.
casters.
Oh yeah, it's a cantrip. So if you take a level in Warlock when you become...
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I wonder how many cantrips do warlocks get?
I don't know. But do you guys do anything the rest of the night after everyone breathes a sigh of relief? The storm is behind you for now. The Sonkrelian ships are behind you for now.
I hype up Oliver. I know you wanted to fight him. You could have took them all by yourself.
I don't know about that.
I know you were
Valor,
ready.
the discretion is the heart of valor, but I am disappointed that we didn't even shoot at them. I'm stuttering a lot today. It's by tempos. I never turn down a fight. If they start it. You'll never catch me running away, no matter how bad the odds are.
Damn right. Where's my drink?
I don't know, they have whiskey on board or something?
Yeah.
It's a little bit... Yeah, they after that successful... You know, because they get rationed alcohol on board. It's Captain Belzea. He knows how to keep the troop morale up. They pass around bottles or what have you.
Okay. Yeah. I'll take an actual drink. Toast with Ollie.
Oh, yeah, he's down.
And then, I guess I'll conjure up the mansion, go inside of it, and have, we'll try to pull up some ritual scrolls. I know they ain't gonna work, but, you know, for, some spell scrolls to try to start learning some of these spells.
You don't have the right paper and ink for it, but you could practice.
Right, just practice, not actually get familiar with them.
You're practicing your calligraphy.
Yeah.
Yeah, roll me an Arcana check.
Arcana. That is a 16.
Yeah, your markings are pretty good. Learning how the math works and stuff.
Yeah. Math rocks. Thank you.
And it's Jade and Folium are a little nervous that Pale's gone, but they're like, he'll be back.
Yeah, he didn't get eaten by a mimic or anything.
Yeah, right. Seamus is probably out. There's a couple other gnomes on board, and them, and they're commiserating about how the world is, I guess. It's, one of the cooks on board is actually, Snifflerbin. You know, the deep gnomes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he's a night shift guy for sure.
Yeah.
But he's making a council of short people, basically. There's Bastion, what do you do as night?
I straight up think I'm still just gonna work, like, make sure the boat's all repaired if needed. And then, keep making guns.
Okay.
It'll make that money.
As you're working on guns, the sending stone you have connected to Yagami starts.
Oh shit. I'll check that out. What's going on?
Hey Bastion, we're here with Garfield and Bob and August, and we've been hanging out and making stuff. I'm having a great time, but Pale Jr. says they're bored already. I think they're mostly just trying to get August to let them touch stuff. And Nokia's just glad we're somewhere definitely safe for us. And me and Kimmerer have been working on making our brethren, and not so much the we're working on the big parts like their knees and stuff, while Garfield and Bob do their brains and stuff. And Kimmer's actually pretty good with little machines, because the guns and then the machines his parents used to work on. And Garfield says he's going to take us to the beach later, mostly for Bob's sake, because Bob is even more nervous than Nokia, and what with being a Son Corellian defectee and all. And August working on making his lab bigger, or maybe trying to copy the spell the workshop that you guys can make. And he's been doing a lot of work with that King Henry guy you all know. And August has some brain hospitals, and he told us about those too. I'm having a great time.
Well, I'm happy to hear that, bud.
How's the boat?
It's going alright. We haven't had to kill anyone yet, except for some harpies.
Nice. What's a harpy?
It's like a bird, but it's a person too.
Oh, interesting.
But in the same way that a zombie is a person.
Right. They're gonna ask you what a zombie is.
It's like a person, but they're dead.
Oh, like necromancy.
Yeah, but they're not really dead.
Well, I think the magic's almost over. I'll talk to you tomorrow, though.
Yeah, sounds like a plan.
Bye.
You kids have fun. Bye.
Yeah, but you're gonna get letters from camp, basically.
Oh yeah. I want them to have camp shirts and their hands in clay or something.
Yeah, little lanyards,
Mm.
friendship bracelets. Yeah, it's when you look back on your life and you're like, wow, I was a weird fucking kid. It's in Girl Scout camp, and they gave us those when cameras had film in those little plastic tubes that you would send to the the Walgreens photo center and get them. So we had those little tubes. They didn't have any camera stuff in them, but they just gave us those to decorate. And so I saw mine as a trash can, and I cut out little hands and feet and put it in the lid so it looked like there were limbs poking out of the trash can.
That's so normal.
And no one thought that was sus at all. Just an edgy 13-year-old, I guess.
That's so normal.
Yeah. Okay. It is night 6 on the boat. Who wants to roll for?
Somewhere Jones was putting on his poncho.
Uh-huh.
I'll roll.
Okay.
7.
A 7! Yikes. The wind is still pretty bad today, but it's not stormy. They're just having to work a lot harder to catch crosswinds and stuff. You go 115 miles. Let me do that math and see how far. You are 620 miles along your 850 journey. What do you guys do today?
You'll never guess.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be making more guns.
I'm gonna start talking to my blade. Talking to Light Cutter.
Okay.
I see Pale talking to his sword.
Okay.
Well, do you talk? I mean, you just came to me and all of a sudden you gave me powers. So, what else can you do?
Make a
Is
religion
this
check?
it? Religion. The religion. Nat 20, so it's a 19.
Damn.
Let's fucking go.
It's the sword doesn't say anything. It's not a sentient blade. However, as you study it and think about what potential it holds, you know that it can hold. You know, you've read Enchanting for Dummies. You've hung out with Bastion a lot. You can tell that it is not capped on its power.
Still some room in there, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Well, can't wait to see what else you had in store. And then I just start swinging it around at the air after I got done attempting to sharpen this legendary blade.
Yeah. It's, there's an old lady on the boat who's like elf, but she looks old, so she's probably like at least, she's probably close to 1,000 years old. And that's really strange for a 1,000-year-old elf to be on a fucking boat.
It's your first time.
Galadriel.
True.
But she's dressed the same as all the rest of these salty sailors. And she rolls up and she's like, I noticed! Is that what I think it is?
Oh shit, elf. Yes.
Is that a
What do you think it is?
Is that... I mean, is that Sardoon Kalia's blade? How in the fuck?
I know. I'm not an elf. I'm not supposed to have it.
Well, I never said that shit. What do you think I am, racist?
I mean, anybody else who's recognized this blade has attempted to fight me over it, so...
No. I mean, I assume if you're fucking carrying it around, you're worthy for it, but damn. We thought we lost that shit. Glad to see it's been put into use.
Oh, yes, it is. It gave me some grief for a while, but now I think we're on very good terms now.
She's gonna ask you for, like, your life story and how you came to the blade and all of that.
Oh, Carolina loves to share that.
Nice. Yeah,
Do you drink?
I do! How do you think I live this long?
Do tell. I'm gonna get her a drink and
Okay.
then share.
Okay. Yeah, she tells you that she's been sailing for about 300 years now, and despite being a little crunchy in her bones, because most elves, even when they're really, really old, don't start to age until they're like 2,000 or so. Like, they look 30 for a really long time. And so she talks about she's had like a hard life sailing on the seas. She's worked for various navies, all of that. It's she's one of the people who's been crazy enough to sail directly into the beam to try to get to the plane of water. And it's like, she's not good at hauling rope, but she is a fucking expert. So it's they don't question Miss Catherine Flo. And
Catherine Flo.
And as you... Yeah, Catherine Flo, old elf lady, worships Sylvania. And as you recount your story, other people... That sort of a thing.
Yeah. I'll say... I'll basically tell her my oath to this blade and to Vivian. Like, I shall wield this blade with the skill and respect and honor, with the guidance of the blade in its essence, and Vivian in her essence, and fulfill the duties entrusted on me. And together we shall become a force to be reckoned with, blending the strength of my mortal form and the power of the celestial essence.
They all nod, and they're like, damn, that's heavy, but yeah. Later in the night of you guys' storytelling, Bastion, you would get one person who's a gnome, friends with Seamus, see if they can do their voice.
All gnomes know each other. This is a fact.
Well, all the gnomes on the boat do now. It's just...
Yeah,
But-
and those not on the boat as well,
Okay.
right?
I'm not gonna answer that.
Fair.
But this gnome person comes to you. Their name is Keegan Reese, and they're like, "So I've heard
Oh,
that you worship God. Is that true?"
yes, he's my dad.
Yeah, if you could explain that, because like there was once I worship God too. There was once like a prophecy or some knowledge he dropped that he left someone behind. That's not fucking you, is it? Because that's wild.
No, it is. I was the second thing ever made.
Holy shit.
I know.
What do you... So, like, if he woke you up, like, the end times are soon, right? Like, that's
yeah.
not like a...
No, I was specifically woken up, and he told me that I'm supposed to prevent this thing called the Maw from killing everything, or at least currently. There's some sort of disaster. I kind of woke up in a cave, and then started beating up like criminals, and then I got found by some friends of mine. They're my friends now.
Yeah, can I autograph? That'd be dope as hell. Like an artifact from like one of the holy beings in our fucking religion.
Yeah,
I'm
sure,
sorry, I didn't mean to swear.
No, it's cool. I'm okay with that. All my friends swear too. It's not really like a crime or anything.
Yeah, I
like
just feel like I should be in church, you know?
No, worshiping God's not about like going to church or anything. It's just, making stuff that makes you feel good. Creation is God's domain. And by making stuff, you're worshiping him.
You should really go to one of the churches in like Golgari or something. I'm sure they'd have you crowned king or some shit.
I don't really want to be crowned like king or anything.
Well, wild that like, you're one of the first things ever made. And
Yeah.
I bet you could get a lot of sway talking about that to the right people.
That sounds manipulative.
Well, no, just like, I don't know, politics. If you're working on Ma stuff, you can like find people who are, sticks in the mud or whatever. Cause like, you need all the help you can get if you're trying to fight an eldritch horror.
You're raising a good point. Hey, Brain, do I know where the headquarters of Gond are?
It's the kind of a loose church because Gond hasn't like give them any instruction in a while, so it's
Yeah.
basically just people meet. It's like a science fair
Father.
thing,
Yeah.
They meet, show off, talk about how great being an artist is, and but the biggest church is probably in Golgari. They're not big enough to have a like hold in the city, but since Golgari is known for producing magic items, there's a lot of people who worship Gond who are in the like arts district, and then you get the occasional like miner or carpenter who's also a Gond follower.
See, how far is Golgari from where we're going?
It's the place you came from. Yeah. But I mean, it's not like you're gonna not go back there.
No, that's true. Yeah, we'll stop by the Gond church. Could always use more people to make my children.
And then, like, when you guys fought Glomora Lestern and Pale won by the one spell, it's Allball told you that, while you guys are, obviously free to get whoever the fuck you want to make the bodies,
Yeah.
that Thunderscram would be more than willing and able to help you. It's... just keep that in your back pocket.
Is this magic?
They're going to see it as it's not your fault that you are magical, it's only your fault if you do magic, and then it's more only bad if you use magic irresponsibly. Like, they're cool with elves, even though elves can inherently do magic. And they're cool with, like, Aasimar and tieflings and stuff, because, like, it's not your fault that you've got stuff that's whack with you, only if you hurt other people with that. Like, you can be religious all you want. Just don't fucking annoy people with that.
Okay. Baller, yeah. Recruiting a whole city versus recruiting the worshippers of my dad, though.
Yeah, you could also easily, freely...
I could just do both, though, couldn't I?
You could, because you don't know how many of these there are.
Yeah, I definitely... Wait a minute, this could be big. Can I... What city are my kids in?
They're currently in Gogri.
I'm gonna... I'll talk to... What's his face? I'll talk to my, Pale Junior, Nokia, and Yagami, there we go. Fuck it,
You forgot your own son's name?
Hey, look.
Come on, man.
I didn't ask to be a dad.
Look, to be fair, as a parent, speaking from real experience, sometimes you get flustered and call your kid the wrong name.
Yeah.
Not my fault.
It's because, well, I'm pretty sure you guys have like 100 of these. Gond has told you previously that there are more. And I don't know what extracurricular videos you have listened to. But in Conversation with the Devil, Pelor indicates that they've been doing this for almost 13 years.
It's a lot of bodies.
Yeah, and then...
I did listen to that, by the way.
Oh. And then, fuck me, what am I thinking? Also in A Meeting of the Gods, they said, like, yeah, but just basically that they've been doing this in secret for a long time, and it's only just now gotten to the point where people...
We should kill those guys.
I mean, yeah.
In time.
Which also, it's one of King Henry's goals.
I think I'm letting that guy live even longer than forever.
Yeah. Yeah, and then Carolina's gonna keep people...
From murdering Pelor or King Henry?
King Henry.
Oh, I'm not gonna kill that guy. He's cool. He's got one of my stones.
He does. Or not yet, but...
That's true.
Right now, he just has a random stone.
Yeah.
Well, he doesn't know you guys exist yet.
That's why it's a random stone.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he's not going to meet you guys for another... Or he won't meet Pale and Carolina for another 3 or 4 weeks, and then Bastion in 5.
Was it that long after the revolution?
It's you guys had to go through the Winter Wastes. That took you like 2 or 3 weeks. And then you were in Thunderscrim for like a week and a half before you... Nagamesh, which took like another couple of days, and then met Bastion and Nagamesh.
Dang. Yeah, it was like literally after a week of meeting him, like, hey, you wanna hold on to this rock?
Or it was the night, that night. Because you met the party, went to the Inlater Temple with them to meet with some spies. Then you went back to the embassy, met King Henry. Basically immediately swore allegiance to him after he was like really excited to meet a person who couldn't lie to him.
Yeah.
Even though he doubted that claim, he was like, the possibilities of someone I could fucking trust. And then you gave him the Sending Stone when you made it that night. After keeping him from being assassinated by other knights.
Yeah, we were in that like brick area, yeah.
And Henry was like, I'm gonna have a hell of a complaint for these fuckers. Don't you all have guards around here? What the fuck? Like, that would have been... Yeah, because then it only took you like 9 days or so after Nagamesh to get to Golgari, because you guys took a boat. Yeah, because the prison break was on like day 3 of the council meeting, right after Henry declared. That was day 29, and then, or that was day 28, and then you went to Katrina's house, and she sent you Feywild the next day. Yeah, so after Keegan Reeves, in his terrible voice, talks to you, and holy shit, I'm meeting, like, you know, Gone Jesus, and Carolina, you've and Seamus, whenever you hit like a break or a pause, he embellishes something you guys have done to make you sound. These guys are going to be probably telling the story of how they sailed with you guys forever once you guys get even more famous. Like, they'll be in taverns and shit. Like, we sailed with the Macadian rejects on a mission to go save fucking Davy Jones. Like,
Yeah, that it briefs well.
yeah, they're like, this is gonna be dangerous as fuck. However, we're gonna go help literally Davy Jones, who's already a champion, and then we're sailing with these fuckers, who are, apparently spoken in legend and lore. They're carrying the blade of Sardankalia. They're the fucking prophesied one in Gond. They're apparently a fucking chill Merculian.
Chill.
Oh yeah, because he's hot. Yeah. They're going to be working King Henry to go to Olgree and stop the Maw. Like, they're going to watch your careers, tell cool stories about you. Later in the night, probably. Carolina, you're going to get a person who's referred to only as Memphis. They're a tiefling. They're like a dull red color, and they walk up to you and make kind of a humph noise and show you under the lapel of their jacket a Vivianite pin.
Oh.
And then they're gonna let it drop, put their hands in their pockets, and just nod, and then kind of just contently stand next to you for a while.
This is a female?
Yeah.
You look nothing like Pale. I don't know why people confuse him as a tiefling.
They kind of like snort a laugh and nod.
Yeah, I think it's funny. So how did you end up on this ship?
They shrug.
Maybe it's fate.
They shrug.
Do you talk?
Nah.
They shrug.
Well, no, they said nah.
Okay. How do you feel about King Henry? Because that story's been floating around here.
They shrug.
Don't care, or you're not taking sides? What's going on?
They kind of think for a minute. Don't know.
Do you like him? You like him? You want him dead? You don't know him? Okay, cool. Good. Well, I like him. Is she hot?
Meh.
Meh.
They're
kind of meh.
They're unnoticeable unless you just have like a thing for tieflings.
I don't know. Well, angels, and they're kind of the opposite of angels.
And everyone around the ship kind of like casts you a look like Memphis is talking to someone. That's crazy. Like,
Well, me and Tennessee, Texas go way back.
yeah.
It's so weird that there's a Memphis, Texas,
I mean, there's a Paris, Texas, and a Dublin, Texas, and a London,
and Rome, and Italy. Yeah, we're stealing everybody's names.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. She's not very talkative. Wonder if she's loud.
Boo.
It's okay. Yeah. Well, we'll get to know each other some more. You good with a blade? Of course you are.
They pull out a crystal dagger.
I don't even know why I asked.
It's like a rose quartz.
Yeah. Next time we get in a little tussle, I want you around me so we can see what you can do. It's always good to have another Vivianite.
They throw you a peace sign and do the click click thing in their mouth. You know what I'm talking about?
All right, I'll see you around, Memphis. Or did she say her name?
You've heard them referred to before.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna do an insight. What kind of vibe did I get off over?
Okay.
I poured a drink in there, Taco John's. That is a nat 1.
Yikes!
Yeah, that's about what I poured on the drink. Because I was aiming for Sprite and then mixing it with orange Fanta, and then it came out red. And I was like, that's not orange.
Interesting.
Yeah, they put strawberry Fanta in the orange Fanta.
Oh no. Yeah, but you can't tell what Memphis's deal is. Everyone will tell you that they've always just had the attitude of, I just work here. But they do tell you that when combat does come around, Memphis is absolutely unstoppable. They find it irritating that Memphis doesn't talk. Like, even when they, like, Captain Bell will throw out orders, or the first or second mate will throw out orders, and everyone does the, like, you know, some form of acknowledgement that they heard, and Memphis doesn't. They do what they're told, but they don't yell anything back.
Yes.
Yeah, before she leaves, I guess I'll give her the, the forearm handshake and the, what's that? I forgot what that show is. Attack on Titan salute.
Nice. Yeah, they would return it. Well, cool. I don't remember what time of day we left off, or if we rolled for weather and encounters already.
We did for today. We didn't do it because I rolled the 7 for weather.
Okay, right, and we didn't encounters yet. Okay.
Yeah.
If one of y'all want to do that real quick, please.
Bastion.
Natural 20.
Nice!
I fucking take those.
Yeah, it is another perfect fucking day. You're doing just... Everyone's in a good mood with you guys doing the storytelling and visiting and stuff, and everyone's just super jazzed to be on this boat. Like, it's just a beautiful day. Yeah, nothing happens.
Quiet.
I would say
Too
you guys
quiet.
get... I'll give you guys advantage for your weather roll tomorrow. Let me see here. And then... so it's not on the boat after a wonderful trip with sailors. This is... everyone on the ship would tell you this is what sailing's about. It's just dudes on a boat going on with the sea and the surf and the... whatever.
I don't even flinch when they say dudes.
Dudes can be gender neutral.
I didn't flinch.
Oh, okay. I thought you said you did.
Yeah.
Day 7 on the boat. Does somebody want to roll me weather? You have advantage this time. Because yesterday was so cool.
16.
A 16. Eh? Yeah, the wind is more favorable today. You go another 30 miles on top of your 100. And 30, let me add that to... Yeah, you're 750 miles. You should get to the place where they're going to set up the pseudo trap for Davy Jones tomorrow. I'm so glad this trip has been so fast. I honestly expected us to do another more set. But this is good. I am happy. We are making good time.
Yeah, you guys can thank me later.
Yeah. Do we work on the same stuff on the boat today?
Yes.
All right. I said I would try to look for some books or set up some books to research warlocks.
Okay. Like, do you just try to imagine books, or...?
Yes. It's probably all the wrong information. But, how people become warlocks.
You would only know what you already know. Although, Jaden Folium could tell you more about that. Like, yeah, really? You just, find out what a god wants and, be cool enough for them to get to, notice you? Or, you have a church and somebody's like, hey, god or eldritch being, or, you can be a warlock of, a lot of stuff. Even just straight-up krakens. They'll, you're only gonna get as strong as, whoever your patron is. And, where clerics and stuff and, paladins are just, aligned with a god, and then, a god likes them enough to give them, magic or whatever. Being a warlock's more like a business transaction. You're more like an employee of theirs. So, that's when they ask you to do shitty stuff that, me and William, aren't down with anymore. Which, that's kind of why we're out, because they can kind of just, make you do stuff, and it's not chill.
What about to a weapon?
You mean, the Pact of the Blade people?
Yeah. Because, I mean, I already have my god that I worship, you know. Pretty set to
Like,
that.
you could become, like a warlock of, like, a god, and then, like, or one of their angels or something. There haven't been, like, many people who've, like, double dipped, but, like, usually as long as you and, like, if it was two, there's, like, they need to be, like, friends, though.
I don't think so.
Because, like, I'm pretty sure, like, if I were you, I would, like, ask Vivian's permission and, like, make sure. Because if you became, like, a warlock of, like, fucking Cthulhu or something, when you were already with Vivian, like, maybe she'd be down, you know, because tentacles or whatever.
Oh.
But, like, they've got to have. You'll run into, like, trouble if their interests aren't aligned, because then you have to, like, choose one. But maybe, like, Vivian could give you, like, warlock powers.
Yeah, I don't want to cheat on Vivian.
Yeah, it's like, some of them take that personally.
No, I would never. But I'm just really getting fond of Lightcutter here, you know?
Right.
Lightcutter is
Let me
helping
see what
me
they're.
be a better Vivianite.
Yeah, like, her and Sardune Kalia, like, that lady was cool. I mean, from what you've told me, like, I hadn't heard of her before you guys, like, your Feywild trip or whatever. But, yeah, I mean, they were, like, alive during the same time, like, in the Pillar Crusades or whatever. Like, Sardune Kalia, like, died the same day. Or you're the one who told me this. I mean, Sardune Kalia died the same day that ended, like, at the end of the Crusade.
Yes.
So they're probably, like, I don't know. I wonder if they ever met. Like, I'm sure they'd be bros. Or sisters. Or homegirls. That's what I'm looking for.
Died the same day she ascended.
Yeah.
What if they're the same person?
I mean, that'd be crazy, but, like, Sardune Kalia was, like, a champion of Sylvania, and then, Vivian was supposedly, like, a hooker that was so charismatic, she, like, you know, urged people into war, so. I mean, like, maybe, though. It was, like, over 1,000 years ago. Maybe some people got some stuff lost.
Yeah. Could be. Could be. Because if one died and the other one ascended, it could just be, you know, we did something right, and one person believing somebody's dead just means they don't see them anymore.
Oh, maybe, yeah. Did, like, a combo thing.
I'll ask her.
Spirit World's, like, vague, you know?
Yeah.
Maybe they still hang out.
Maybe.
Because, like,
I'll ask
Vivian
her.
was an elf.
I'll ask her if she knows her, or if they're the same person, and if she knows who the red-headed courier is.
You just, like, pray tonight or something?
Yeah.
Okay. Make a religion check.
Oh, that's a 1.
Yikes.
Not a natural one, but it's a 1.
You don't get a vision thing.
She's laughing at me right now. Yeah,
No.
The only thing is don't ask stupid questions.
Right. Listen, no one knows who the courier is, okay? Nobody. No one knows what his deal is.
Still think it's
That's what Gon's been doing the whole time he became a mailman.
traveling all around his creation,
I mean,
seeing what's going
What
on.
are you gonna do? What else are you gonna do in your free time?
Yeah.
Travel the
You
world.
have a lot of it.
You created everything, and whatever everybody want to do when they retire, travel the world. What's the best way
Nice.
to travel the world? I just caught a fly.
Modern stuff.
Caught a fly with my bare hands and killed it.
Nice.
Hell yeah. Get his ass.
Does one of you want to roll for encounters?
Sure. Natural 20.
Holy shit. Holy shit.
Look,
Okay.
it's called being a good player. I'm sorry if you guys don't understand that.
Yeah.
It's a skill issue first and foremost.
Oh, wow. Okay. It's another fucking perfect day on the ocean.
Yeah.
And we're gonna get to Wind Island tomorrow, or next game.
Look,
Yeah.
All I'm saying is it's just that shrimple.
It's just that shrimple.
I wish people would understand that. It's that simple. You just roll better. Like, come on.
Yeah.
Dude.
Yeah.
What's your fucking problem?
Yeah. Yeah, you passed up all the shit that I came up with. To fuck with y'all. Though there is the return trip.
Yes.
Unless you windwalk back, I guess.
More than likely.
Yeah, we wouldn't walk the whole way back.
Oh.
Yeah.
We needed the ship to get here and actually do stuff. We don't need it on the way back.
Yeah, you just need it to lure Jones in.
Yep.
Which Jade and Folium haven't told you how they're gonna do that. And they haven't told the crew either.
Nah. What are they gonna do? Sink the ship? Wait.
They need one atheist crew member left, and you haven't lost a single one, so you do have several to choose from.
Yeah.
I want the worst looking one.
The worst looking one, just the ugliest fucker on board.
It can be personality or looks. I'm ambivalent.
Who's ugly?
Yeah, do you have a concept of human aesthetics?
No, all meat looks gross.
Yeah, you have, of the atheists who you would have all talked to, there's Miles Irwin, who has acute foot and mouth disease, and if he spoke to you, or I guess, you know, Folium and Jade would have been the ones talking to these people especially, and you could have been, they would tell you, like, that Miles Irwin guy is like, I don't even know if, he just always sounds fucking guilty, even though he hasn't done a damn thing. He's like, I don't want to have her quote his, like,
Wait, what's the hottest one?
The hottest one? The hottest atheist?
Yeah.
Okay, there's Miles Irwin, who's sus for no goddamn, and there's Sean Burton, who's a human person, who's just really fucking happy to be here. I put in his vocal quirk, hee hoo hoo, of, that's what he does constantly. Of, oh, I'm just so glad to be on the ocean. Ha ha! Hauling her up, aye aye, Captain. That's his deal.
As a specific hate crime against you, I'd like for that guy to be the one. That's my personal vote.
He sounds like Mickey Mouse. Yes, get rid of him.
Yeah.
There's another Carl Orry, who's Scottish. His personality quirk is, what are you? And there's
Carl what?
Mushroom Mike.
Carl what?
He's a what?
Carl Orry, Orrry. A half-orc. His personality trait is, what are you, a cop? And then there's Mushroom Mike, who's the Sniffler Bun. His personality trait is, why did he even become a sailor?
Mike might be pretty sick.
We'll just see which one of them is the most annoying to us. We don't know this plan.
No. You could ask them, though.
Yeah, but that involved talking to them.
No, I mean, you could ask Folium and Jade.
Carolina would probably be like, ew, you got a guy named Mushroom Mike?
Actually, I'm down to let Pale be the one.
Okay.
Figure it out.
I think Pale actually knows the plan. Because wasn't he going around looking for atheists?
I do remember him saying something like that.
Yeah, Carolina spent too much time breakdancing in the crow's nest.
I'll tell you all the encounters I had planned, or I can save them for later. That's amazing that we didn't lose a single guy, and the ship's still in perfect condition. Meet Jones.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, it's just that easy.
Yeah. Shrimple. I'd say even the crew tosses down. Easy. The crew tosses down some nets they had, and you guys have shrimp for dinner. Or I guess, Bastion, you can examine shrimp in great detail.
Yeah, I can think about it.
Mm-hmm. Just ocean cockroaches.
They're not that bad.
No, I love shrimp.
Ocean what roaches?
They're just ocean roaches. And we eat them.
And we love them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but,
So are we just gonna call it a bit early then?
about to say,
I
yeah, I
think
don't know
so.
what else we can do, without missing anything. I'm trying to think of any side stuff. Any scrolling through my mind. Oh, hey, Ian, do you want to roll for King Henry
Oh
points?
yeah, I literally remembered that earlier in the session, and I was like, I should bring that up to Bailey when the session's done. And hey, it's the end of the session, and I can bring it up. Yeah, let's do that rolling.
Okay, let me find my spread.
Peace, Ocean. Ain't you, Mr. Khan?
Let's roll all these, and then we'll add your +5 to all of them. In a second. And then I was listening to old episodes, and we talked about how you could get one of the speech things just from August because they invented them for the hospital things. It would be you could get one and then alter it if you so chose, or you could make your own.
What would be easier?
I'd probably give you bonuses if it's already one that somebody else.
Yeah, I'll just do that.
Okay, get to it. All right, so for the blood pump, make me a medicine check.
Medicine check. Can do. It's the wrong chat. There we are. Can I just go ahead and within the roll add the +5 to it?
Yeah, if you want.
Okay, 25.
And then a tinkering check.
9. So +18, by the way. 30.
Oh God. Okay. And
Because
then
it's base 9, and then I'll double
Yeah.
my proficiency and add 5.
okay, another tinkering check.
Another 30.
Okay.
Spin the wheel!
History check.
Natural 1. 15 though.
15. Okay. Another tinkering check.
22.
Damn. All right. Make me another medicine check.
27.
Okay. Yeah. You make the blood pump and you inspect it. You can tell that it is perfect. You have a total of 117. Okay. Now we have to do this like 10 more times.
Oh, God.
Okay, you have infusion tubes,
We
which
put
is where
some
the
fucking music on real quick.
yeah.
Be here a while.
You don't have to be here for this, Derry, unless you just want to.
Wait, okay. Yeah. Yeah, have a good night.
Bye.
See ya.
Medicine check.
21.
Tinkerer check.
30.
Okay. Tinkerer check.
31. Can we talk about the fact that I rolled 3 30s?
It's pretty good. Yeah.
I
History.
mean, it's at a +18 though.
Yeah. No, it is very likely that these will all be perfect.
That's what I like to hear. Okay, so it's a tinker's check.
Or history is the next one.
History, 13. No, wait, 14. 27.
And then tinker.
Natural 20.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I won't even
So
put
for
in
38.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, make another medicine check.
15.
Okay. I'll say with that natural 20, even though you got a 15 and it is a 18, you know that this part is also perfect. And now for the filter medicine check.
27.
Okay, tinkerer check.
26.
Tinkering check.
33.
History check.
27.
Or history check. Or a tinkering check.
29. 26.
Okay, yeah, this part is also perfect with a intake fan medicine check.
19. 35. 31. 21. Tinkering. 36. 25.
This part is also perfect.
So
now for
free.
now for this speech interface, I'm gonna go ahead and give you a flat of like 50, and you can build off that. So maybe you can even give Henry some bonus stuff, like make him.
I'll give him a voice modulator.
Yeah.
Set up a Neuralink.
Your medicine check.
18. 36. 22. 18. 28.
There we go. But it helps if I click on the right fucking K. And then a medicine check.
15.
Okay. Yeah, you can tell this... 15. Actually, you're not sure, but this... You know that it is very good. Especially because you had help designing it. But since some of it is not your work, you're like, Now to the blood filter.
28.
Tinkering check.
34. 30. 25. 23.
Okay, then a medicine check.
Only an 11.
Okay. It's this one you're also not sure about. You know that your work is good, and you know, fail-safes into everything. But you are fairly confident.
Would it be possible if I guess because this is all entirely new tech, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because literally no one else knows how this could work.
You could show it to people like Garfield and August. Thunderscrum has some of the best analog doctors in the world. They invented vaccines. They invented vasectomies. They invented like any medicine up to like 1990 they know about, and then a little beyond even.
Is it possible for me to be able to recheck it? Like, come back to it like a couple days later, in theory?
I would say you could, once you put it into Henry. If he ever complains about something that is like, could be better, you could work on it then.
Yeah. Because the whole thing is, I at least know that this works. So, hang on, what is this specifically the medicine check for?
The last medicine check is to not so much that it... Because with all the... You know that this is going to pump blood, suck air in, oxygenate the blood, put it back, to replace his lungs or whatever. But the last medicine check is to see how it's going to affect his daily life.
Okay. Question though, since he literally... If I just tell him it works, won't it?
Yeah, it's... Once you bring this to him, he's going to be very doubtful because this is the first thing ever done. So it's... he gets surgery every couple of months because he's literally falling apart. And every single one, could kill him. And so if you're going to be taking out his lungs and then, that's a big deal. And he's going to be very nervous about it. And because I believe you talked to Garfield and Garfield taught you about electricity, and so Garfield invented that in San Corel and then never told anyone because he thought they'd use it for evil. And so it's extremely new. And you're going to have to, convince Henry this is magical and then have him risk his life to put it in him. Yeah. Show him that it works, and then, because it will work, because you're rolling for how install's gonna go, so you are gonna already know that this is gonna go perfectly, though technically you don't know that. We're rolling for that now, but technically, when you present it to him, you'll be 90% sure, but then there's the 10% chance that the surgery could kill him.
Oh.
We're rolling for that now, so at the end of this, I'm just going to say that it's going to go perfectly, but you won't know that at the time. Because you're literally going to be taking out his organs and replacing them with machines. And even if it's not strictly magical, you have to convince a guy who's, anti-magic to do something very unnatural.
Yeah.
But his deal is that he's going to be at least I'm the one doing this, and we're not experimenting on some peasant. So, and then even if you convince Henry that this is going to massively improve your life, there's everyone else who's like, "Hey, we kind of fucking need him to be in charge." Like, if he
I have the assistance of doctors to get advantage and stuff.
Yeah.
Because, like, I don't know how to do surgery, I'll be so honest.
Right, yeah, they'll be definitely helping you with that. And the, a couple of times when you guys were in Preford, like, one of the side quests you could have gone on was a Thunderscrum trained doctor who's been, like, the first person to use, like, hip replacements and stuff. And so they do know how to, like, implant false teeth and get it to where machines like this will connect with your flesh and not have it reject the implant or whatever. So while that is new, like even blood transfusions are a new concept, you will be able to get all of the best minds in Thunderscrum to look at this to help convince him. It's more so going to be a moral thing of like, will I be a hypocrite for taking this stuff? And then
Right.
And it's while I am going to slowly die, do I want to risk dying on a medicine table right now? And he has to worry a lot about like public opinion of, are people going to think I'm a freak and have me?
Okay.
But anyway, we have 2 left, and then if we want to also roll for the flying submarine ship thing too, we can do that tonight. I don't know how tired you are of rolling dice, but
I mean, it's just literally copy pasting.
yeah. But now is the speed interface. This will be like he can make it go faster if he's running or something. So this could be automatic, or you could make him press a button. You know, if he's having a panic attack, he'll turn on the speed so he doesn't pass out. But go ahead and make a medicine check.
27.
27? The tinkering check?
Sorry, I'm eating a cookie.
No, that's
Someone gave it to
okay.
me for my birthday.
Happy birthday! How old are you?
I'm 23. It was Sunday was my birthday.
Nice. I'm sorry I'm late then.
No, you're good. You don't keep... People don't have to keep track of my birthday. But thank you for the well wishes. 24.
Check. Tinkering check.
27.
And history.
24.
Tinkering.
20.
Medicine.
26.
Yeah, this part is also perfect. And then the power source, I'm going to say you have advantage in all of these because Garfield taught you about electricity. Medicine.
28.
Tinkering.
36. 15 plus 18, so like 35.
Yeah.
No. 33. 31. 30.
Okay, last medicine check.
God damn it. 14.
Okay. You aren't sure about this part either. So I will tell you, you got an average score of 138 out of 100. This will be fucking perfect. It's while you aren't certain about, for role-playing reasons, you aren't certain about a couple of parts. However, I'll tell you, Ian, this is going to go perfectly. This is going to change Henry's life for the better.
So,
Congratulations.
From what Bastion knows, he knows that the entire thing works within the closed circuit, but with the medicine checks, I'm not entirely sure how it's going to work with people.
Yeah, because you aren't familiar with flesh. You don't know how comfortable it's going to be. You don't know if it's going to be... Yeah, you just aren't sure how it's going to impact a flesh person. But when you set this on the table, you hook it up to, things to measure it with, it works perfectly.
Okay. Awesome, yeah. Just so, I know when I'm like, hey, King Henry, you should put this in your body.
Yeah.
Lungs? Overrated.
Yeah, this could take out all of your problems. And, yeah, you just have to remove several organs and a couple of ribs.
Yeah, I mean, look, I don't have any ribs and I'm okay.
Right, exactly.
Come on now. It's just that easy. Okay.
And I will say, once he has machine parts in him, he's probably going to be even more accepting of Forgeborn.
Goddamn right he is. So with this, has there been any range for me to have made like additional magic stuff? Because like I've been studying like how to enchant things.
Yeah.
Because I know I still have that make list that you'd sent me. So I had the oxygen purifier.
Mm-hmm.
There was a spine fixer for him as well.
Oh, you could. I would say if you wanted to, we could roll all for a new part.
Yeah, I'm cool with that.
Okay.
Just within a closed circuit.
Yeah. Okay, so go ahead and make a medicine check.
23.
Tinkering.
32. 37. 17. 32.
Then I have to manually add this up. Yeah, and then make another medicine check.
18.
Yeah, you just barely met the DC. You can tell this is also perfect. It is going to totally fix his spine. However, you are going to have to inform him that there's something wrong with his spine. Because he doesn't know. Or you could lie about what it actually does and just say, oh, it's part of the...
I was going to ask, would it be possible for me to be like, oh, this is just part of, like, this is part of... So I have a few things that can help you make your life better. This is part of it.
Yeah. Like, this is, because the breathing machine or whatever is going to be hell on your lower back. It's probably going to be heavy.
Yeah.
But
I can vouch firsthand, metal is heavy.
Yeah.
Because I'd also wanted to make Rune's armor, and then I think at one point we talked about trying to make infusions permanent, or at least trying to make some of them.
Right. I would say that you could have, because you've been working on this, the Senscon told you about it when you were like, it's when you first left the Feywild. I only know because you just recently listened to it. So you guys were there for like, so it's been like 4 months in game time.
And I'd be working on this every day.
Right. So I'd say you could be done with all of this and all the flying ship parts like last week. So you would have 30 days until time is normal to work on everything else. And then, of course, after time is normal.
Yeah. I think the issue with the ship parts is that most of those, like, I don't have a ship.
Yeah. Maybe you can do them later if you want.
Yeah, I think that's something that, like, I'm gonna wait till I meet that goblin.
Mm-hmm.
Before I'm like, yeah, I'll make a fucking airship. Why not?
Yeah. Well, it's, the visions told you the ship's already made, it's just in severe disrepair.
Oh, so these parts are to repair it?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. These are the things that are broken in...
Then yeah, I definitely think then that whatever time I have left would be spent on, I think just making, no, I don't necessarily need that, honestly. I think I'd like to make the Helm of Awareness permanent as part of my helmet. Well, actually, I could technically make magic items, right?
Yeah.
Could I have just made a couple of sending stones?
Like one for every person in the party?
Yeah, like link those together.
Yeah. I remember
and
that
I've
there's...
made a bag of holding. So, because technically I can make every magic item within the bounds of D&D.
Yeah. I'm just trying to think of, like, doesn't it take time and money or something?
Yeah, but...
Because we talked about there'd be trial and error if you make... And I know I have homebrew rules for that somewhere. Old ones, I'm pretty sure they're...
yeah, no, the artificers get an ability... Yeah, magic item genius. Half the cost and time for common or uncommon magic items when I make them.
Okay. I mean, yeah, we could, like, roll Arcana checks to see... Or... I mean, yeah, you could just be doing that if you have time and money from a...
Do you know if the others have their attunement slots maxed? I know Darian does, I think.
I think that Pale does? I'm not sure. You could text him and ask.
Would you?
Yeah. Because I know he's got... McCruel's Mercy is attunement, and then he's got a Belt of Giant Strength, and then maybe something else? like a ring of mind shielding, but I don't know if he has anything. If he does have something else attuned, I don't know. That or it's the amulet you made him that's like +2 to his spells or something. And again, I only know that because I listened to an episode where we went to the... You guys talked about it for like 30 minutes. I listened to that like literally like 2 days ago. Fortuitous.
Yeah, because I'd like to try to incorporate, or would it be possible for me to incorporate my goggles of night into my helm of awareness?
Yeah, I think we came up with, like, we could have, if you got a piece of armor that was like enchanted, there could be one enchantment built into it, and then one that was an infusion on top of it.
So then with the helm of awareness, would it be possible for me to add an enchantment to it?
I think that one we'd have to roll for how good it worked, and you have a risk of breaking the other one.
Which technically would be fine, because if the original item is an infusion, I just remake it.
Yeah, is you could remake it over and over with, it would just cost you the same time and money thing. So you could roll Arcana checks until you get it right.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, I'm kind of fine with just whatever I've got right now. Like, if I think of something, I can definitely go in and...
Yeah. Yeah, I just trust you to be, mention, hey, I built this, and then...
Yeah, I'm definitely not gonna be like, hey, by the way, I did spend a bunch of time doing this. I didn't tell you about it, but I did that.
Right. Or it's like, hey, I'm building this thing whenever it's the hours that we're not ever... Yeah.
Yeah. Had a fun session though. This was I'm glad we got the King Henry stuff finalized and I made it and I didn't fuck up.
No, it's you got an average of almost 140, so that's
of 30 above what I would be rolling, or 30 above what I needed to roll.
Well, it's the when I made the DCs for everything, I totally forgot about you being able to +5 on everything. So that's it's while before there was a chance of something being like, a 95. But no, everything's going to be perfect.
Hell yes. It's just that easy.
Just that shrimple.
Just that shrimple, isn't it?
Well, go have fun with Darktide.
I will. I will catch you around, Bailey. Goodbye.
So long.
See ya.
Hey, it's your GM, Bailey Ford. I would like to thank our regular players, Darian, Matt, and Ian, Hip for our cover art, and Tabletop Audio for our background music. You can find us on Twitter at @Illithids, and thank you especially for listening.